Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and I thought I should do an episode promoting my hip hop channel, Moss and Hip Hop. For those that did not know, yeah, I have a hip hop channel where it's I just I post like news. I just recently started a series. I've recorded the first I wouldn't necessarily call it episode, but I recorded like the first, I guess, video of the whole series. But anyways, it's me reviewing heavy metal music. So yeah, but that's the thing though. So I was like, it's kind of like pretty much like a hip hop head, but I'm just like reviewing heavy metal bands, and I kind of have a source or a person that can aware me of some like heavy metal bands and musicians out there to listen to. So yeah, shout out to Priscilla from Four Souls. She's my source. But anyways, but no, so pretty much what this episode is going to be is me talking about some of the recent. Let me throw my phone behind me because it's a tad bit distracting. Speaking of music, though, I bought me a guitar today, so I was like, yeah, stay tuned for some videos. I'm like, I would say I'm like aware. I just need to like know the notes, and then of course, like putting music together and stuff on it and things, because last time I played guitar was like, I usually do like production type stuff, like where I just like take the instruments, like whatever sounds nice or whatever can be put together. But I'm like, nah, like now it's like, actually playing it and things. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna teach myself, watch some videos, of course. But yeah, got me a guitar today. So anyways, so yeah, pretty much what today's episode is gonna be about is, and I might do this here and there. If I can't like think of an episode idea or whatever and stuff, probably just like do something kind of based off of one of my channels. But anyways, so in today's news, I wanted to talk about this one artist named Famous Dex. So for those that don't know who Famous Dex is, Famous Dex, he's like probably the most underground rapper in the world. Like he's good. He's came out with some bangers. He's came out with like some music where I'm like, yo, like this can definitely be played in a club or something. But he just hasn't went anywhere, and it kind of sucks because I'm like, yo, this dude, how many followers does he have? I feel like he's that type of person where he should definitely be. Well, I don't know. See, but because there's some things I think he's 27 years old. But yeah, so he got like 4 million followers on Instagram. And then on Twitter, he has 1 million followers. So it's like Famous Dex. I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, he's somewhat famous. So that's why I'm like, maybe he should start calling himself Somewhat Famous Dex. Because he's one of those guys where I'm like, yo, he should have been on like Double XL, one of them like freshman freestyle. But I think what it was is that they didn't want him. That's why another thing, like on why they didn't want him, and what I've noticed from him is that I personally think that Famous Dex got a drug problem. I feel like that he has a serious drug problem, because if you watch his recent videos, so he's done live streams, right? And I remember there was one live stream that he did a long time ago where he literally fell asleep like mid live stream. That dude was like, he had like some weed in his hands, and I'm like, look, you should be up, standing around, doing things. Like, I know I'm not, if I'm going to start up a live stream, first off, if I'm tired, I ain't going to start up no live stream. I'm just going to tell my fans, like, yo, I'm tired, so no live stream is going to happen and things. Like, I probably, or at least if I was, like, on the schedule where I'm like, okay, I got to do this live stream, I'm going to be, like, standing around and stuff, or, like, playing video games, or, doing something. But I've fallen asleep playing video games, so I'm like, maybe I stood up playing video games. But that's the thing. I've stood up, or I fell asleep standing up. So I'm like, I just ain't nothing safe but walking around, exercising. I've been doing something, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I've probably been exercising. I'm like, I haven't been working out, like bench pressing and falling asleep. I'm like, if I've ever done some stuff like that, I got a medical issue. But anyways, but yeah, that dude literally fell asleep mid live stream. So it was kind of scary seeing that, because I'm like, bro, that's not normal. You should not be falling asleep. And so, and recently he's been going at it with these Chicago rappers, Lil Durk, and what's the other dude's name? Dang, I can't even think of that guy's name. But he's been King Von. And so I think, yeah, King Von, he's from Chicago. I believe he is. Let me look it up real quick. King Von. Yeah, Chicago. So, anyways, my thing is, look, Chicago rappers, leave them alone. I will never ever if I that's why I'm like, yo, I will never ever be a gangster rapper. No, I'm gonna be like a guy like Malcolm or Eminem or freaking I just named off two. Well, that yeah, I'd be or Chance the Rapper. You know, there okay. There's a black rapper. I'm like, but you know, but like a because I'm like, I don't know. You don't really hear too many like white like gangster rappers and things. Eminem wasn't so much as a gangster rapper. He was just a very lyrical person. So I'm like, definitely that's what I would be like. You know, I want to be like lyrical, or I'll come out with like some comedy music, but I'm not gonna like beef with some Chicago. If I am, it's gonna be like some comedy stuff. It's gonna be like I call them up and be like, you know, we have like a mutual respect for each other, and then yeah, you know, then we just make some music and then we just have fun. We just say some funny stuff, you know. If they need help writing some funny things, I'll do that. If I need help writing some like fake gangster stuff, then then they'll do that. But you know, but I'm not gonna actually beef. I've heard some things with Chicago rappers. I'm like, bro, I will never ever cross a Chicago rapper. The one guy, 6ix9ine, if we're gonna talk about beefing with some Chicago, because he's also beefing with Lil Durk. And Lil Durk ain't so much as beefing with Famous Dex. Famous Dex is more so beefing with King Von. King Von, I don't think he's responded though. But anyways, going on 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, he is playing with some serious fire. He is. I don't think I've. That's so. Recently, 6ix9ine, he has been claiming that he's smoking this Little Durk's cousin. Like, so I guess like a thing that like people that smoke weed, what they do like for a fallen loved one is that they will take their ashes, blending in with their weed, because they did kind of do that in the one movie How High. And so, but I guess actual people, like, they do that, you know. They had the one lady on freaking My Strange Addiction. She was full on eating her husband's ashes. She was like, nah, I ain't gonna roll it up. I'm just gonna eat it. So, but, so I don't think, Little Durk or, you know, any family members of his fallen cousin did that. But 6ix9ine has been claiming, like, oh yeah, I'm smoking that, like, such and such pack. Like, I can't think of his cousin's name, but, yeah, it's like, bro, you gotta respect the dead. Like, talking to 6ix9ine, I'm like, nah, you gotta respect the dead. You can't say things like that and expect people to be cool with you at the end of the day. Like, hopefully one day the beef can be squashed. If not, then, I mean, I just hope they go their separate ways and then they just don't cross paths. Because I'm like, yo, 6ix9ine, you playing with some serious fire. And I think that, and I know for everybody that's like, what's 6ix9ine's deal? Who is he? So 6ix9ine, he's this guy, this rapper with literally 69 tattooed across his body, head to toe. He most likely has 6ix9ine tattooed on his like legs and feet area and stuff. So, but from like when you see his like torso and up, like nothing but the number 69. So he's just ran with that. I think his real name is like, yeah, Daniel Hernandez. So I'm like, dude, got like a good name. Like, I feel like, yeah, that's a perfect name. You don't hear too many Daniel Hernandez's rapping and things. So I feel like he definitely, hands down, be like the best like Daniel Hernandez out there. He's brought a lot of fame and attention to himself. So I'm like, I will hope one day like he will remove the 69 tattoos. Like, he most likely got 69 or 6ix9ine tattooed on his body 69 times. I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, but yeah, I'm like, that dude, he plays with some serious fire. And I guess like that's his thing now is that he has to roll with security guards because so to explain the whole 6ix9ine story. So 6ix9ine, rapper blowing up, you know, dudes blowing up literally everywhere. But he started beefing with one of his old friends, Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd's another rapper. And so they get into it. It was probably like the most biggest beef of like maybe 2017, 2018. And so mainly those two. I didn't really hear of those guys 2016. I think they were just starting off that year. So 2017 rolls around, there's like this new wave of like Florida rappers, some like New York rappers, but mainly like Southern rappers and stuff. Mainly Florida, because Denzel Curry, he was blowing up like 26. So like Florida rappers really start blowing up in 2016. And then from there, because yeah, Denzel Curry is probably like the main like Florida rapper. Yeah, he's from Florida. Hold on for a second. Let me see real quick. Denzel Curry. He's definitely, yeah, he's from Carroll City, Florida. So yeah, he's his real name is actually Denzel Curry. I don't know why. I just always assumed like his real name because I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, that's just too much of a perfect name to have. I'm like, I would definitely love to have that name, Denzel Curry. But but no, Denzel Curry. If you guys don't know who he is, definitely go check him out. He's a pretty good rapper. He came out with this song called Ultimate. And it's one of my favorite songs of his. Like they just recently started blowing it up in this video game trailer, and I'm like made me buy the game just because of that song alone. So, but anyways, so 2017, 2018, 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd both beefing. And then from there, like Trippie Redd, his career kind of started declining, but then he came out with some music and then it, revamped and things. Trippie Redd just recently started beefing with a YouTuber. I guess to step out of 6ix9ine talk. Yeah, he just recently started beefing with KSI, for those that don't know. So KSI has been making music. And I know if you guys listen to Trippie Redd and KSI, then you would know that they did a song together. But that was the whole reason, was that Trippie Redd was hanging out with Jake Paul. And Jake Paul's a YouTuber, but Jake Paul and KSI, they both don't like each other. So KSI seen that and was all like, oh, he's, that's messed up. He's hanging out with somebody that I'm beefing with. But I'm like, Trippie Redd doesn't seem like the type to follow YouTube drama and beef. So, yeah, KSI, I'm like, you should have at least talked to the man and been like, yo, like, do you know me and that guy beef? And then, if he didn't know, he didn't know. But Trippie Redd just doesn't come off as the type is like, oh, I be following the beef in YouTube and stuff. I would expect nobody to know that them two is beefing. So I feel like that's kind of like on KSI's fault for starting beef with him. But oh well, it's I guess I don't know if they cool or not, but it just that's the type of beef where it's like it's literally just under the bridge at this point. But anyways, so Trippie Redd's career starts declining. 6ix9ine, he starts blowing up every time when he releases a song. It's literally just going viral time after time after time. So XXX Tentacion, he passes away. 6ix9ine, he, I guess at that point, like, kind of started turning his life around. And it might have already been in the books for him, like, in his brain and in his mind, like, okay, like, let me just turn my life around, be different. Because a lot of people, after X had passed away, a lot of people changed. A lot of people had changed. Like, it honestly was just a wave of people just across the world just changed. They became different. I know I did after his passing, because it was something. It's like, he wasn't even my friend. I didn't even know him. I literally, the only relationship that me and X ever had was him releasing music and me listening to the music. That was about it. And me watching his YouTube videos. He was a pretty entertaining dude. So anytime he came out with something, I was like, oh yeah, I definitely gotta check it out. But anyways, so X passes away. 6ix9ine starts having a change of heart, and he was also at the time, I feel like maybe I should have mentioned that at first too, he was hanging out with this gang called Treyway. So it's like this popular like blood gang in New York City. So he had been hanging out with that gang since the start of his career, ever since his one song, I think it's called Gummo. I think that's the song's name. Hold on for a second, I gotta get my facts straight. So Gummo, yeah, so Gummo blows up. And he's and I think that's when he said that's when Treyway started hanging out with him, when he came out with that song. So Treyway starts hanging out with him. They kind of build like a bond in the relationship. So literally every video that you've seen of 6ix9ine was just him and Treyway. Then he would shout out Treyway in his music. So him and Treyway was cool. But Treyway was doing some shady things behind doors. So one thing that 6ix9ine claimed, and I was like, that would have just went all the way to the third strike for me. So I guess the head leader of Treyway was sleeping around with 6ix9ine's baby moms. And at the time, I think they were dating. So anyways, I think that's what might have ended their relationship. And I think, I don't know if he was beefing with them at that point, but he might have probably been a little bit distant with them since that had happened. And then the next thing that happens, and this was the very next month after X had passed away, it was in July, because X passed away in June. So in July of 2018, 6ix9ine's literally driving, I think, with his brother or somebody. A car kind of bumped into them. He's stopping because he's like, oh, they're going to probably, like, want to get my information and all of that stuff. Next thing you know, gun is at his head, and there's dudes telling him to get out the car. and get in their car and things. They end up driving, and I think these were Treyway members. I think they were. So, anyways, they end up driving all the way to 6ix9ine's baby mom's house. End up robbing his jewelry, taking money and stuff. Like they did him dirty and things. But he ended up getting out of the car, ran down the street, got some help. And I think those guys, I don't even know if those guys, I think those guys got arrested once when they had all got arrested and things. But anyways, so that's what I'm about to talk about next, is that 6ix9ine, so he gets on this radio show, I think it was the Breakfast Club, and he says, like, I'm done with Treyway, like, that's it, no more, I'm not fooling with these guys and stuff, they do their own thing, I'm gonna do my own thing. So he just disowns them on this radio show. They get mad, and then they start plotting on killing him. Three things right there. I think there was a fourth thing I can't remember, but anyways, yeah, but at that point, 3 strikes, nah, you're out, you good. Like, you at this point, I'm like, I don't want to cross paths with you, I don't want to talk with you, I don't want to get involved. You guys do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. But anyways, he disowns them on this radio show. I guess they planned on meeting up somewhere, and they were gonna have like a big, massive shootout. So, because I think they said when 6ix9ine, when he got arrested. So they all had ended up, Treyway, 6ix9ine, all got arrested. And 6ix9ine, I think they said when they got him, like, I think originally they were trying to say that he was, like, under witness protective, like, you know, like, things, like, they were just overall, like, FBI or police was protecting him. So, but when they, but then later on came out that he was arrested. So, and I think they said when they arrested him, they ended up finding, like, some type of an assault rifle on him. So anyways, yeah, so he gets arrested, Treyway gets arrested, and from 2018, all of 2019, and it wasn't until COVID had hit, that's when he was able to get out of, like, prison and stuff, because he was in jail, and and that's the thing, like, now everybody, so I kind of just skipped over some stuff, so, once when he got arrested, and then, like, the whole case thing has started of him and Treyway, he snitches on them, every last one of them. He said one guy shot at this one because he was beefing with it. He must have, like, a problem with just Chicago rappers, because before he had got arrested, he was beefing with probably the biggest Chicago rapper of all time. And I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. There's probably is, like, bigger artists out there from Chicago. Well, I know, yeah, Chance the Rapper. I think, yeah, because he's from Chicago. Hold on for a second. Let me see real quick. I like how I'm just looking up stuff, like, mid-episode. But yeah, he has to be, yeah, so yeah, and then no, Kanye, freaking Kanye. So yeah, because he's from Chicago. Hold on. Oh, he's from Atlanta. Oh, I think he might have grew up in Chicago. I think that's what it was. Hold on for a second. I'm on his Wikipedia page. Born in Atlanta, Georgia. His parents divorced. So he did move to Chicago. So he's, in a way, he is from Chicago. But anyways, regardless, one of the biggest rappers from Chicago, Chief Keef. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who he is. If not, go look him up. He got some good music. But yeah, he was beefing with Chief Keef, and so 6ix9ine, I guess he paid this one guy like $10,000, or I think it was either 6ix9ine or some members from Treyway paid another Treyway member to shoot at this guy. So he shot at him, missed, and it was like some big news because it was like, yo, wait a minute, what? Like, what's going on here? And so yeah, he ended up getting in trouble for that. Well, I know the guy that shot, because the guy that shot at Chief Keef, he's probably the second, like, most popular guy from Treyway, because he came out with some music. He was like 6ix9ine's, like, personal dancer in the videos and stuff. And so yeah, you would thought, and I think they said that they were cool, but nah, it's like they both unfollowed each other. 6ix9ine even made kind of like a song promoting him, because the guy's name is like Kuda B, and 6ix9ine came out with a song called Kuda. And so yeah, it was like they seemed cool, but after this whole situation, they were like, no, like, y'all, you a snitch. And so that's been like the ongoing thing, getting on 6ix9ine for him snitching, calling him Snitch 9, calling him a rat, all of that stuff. And so and I know people ask me, like, how do you personally feel about that? You know, first off, he shouldn't have been involved in the gang activity. You know, he shouldn't have done that. But most likely, if he didn't, I personally feel like that man would have died at a young age because it seems like he's the type of dude that needs protection. He had Treyway protecting him, and now he has like these like Secret Service type guys like protecting him. So I personally feel like that 6ix9ine shouldn't have put himself in that situation. He should have just came out with the trolling music, laughing, having jokes, because he seemed like he's a funny dude. So it's like he could have overall kept like the whole like 6ix9ine persona and things, but the whole like getting involved with gangs, I'm like, nah, bro. It's like, stop beefing with people, stop getting involved in gang activities, because look where it done led you. Now you gotta have like these like agent type guys protecting you at all times and things. And he seemed like he's making money, like enough money to keep these guys hired, but I'm like, bro, like eventually that money is gonna run out. Like you could carry this thing on for so long, but I'm like, he's a still like popular artist, but yeah, you're gonna have to be doing a lot of work, man, to make sure these guys stay on your side at all times. Because what if they're all like, nah, we don't want it because you keep getting our lives in danger and stuff. Because after he got released, he was on house arrest for a little bit, and because he got released, I think, when did he get it released? It was like April or May or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, well, when did he came out? Well, nah, I think because he came out, or he got released like sometime prior before this song had got released. So I don't know. But anyways, so he gets out, ends up like, being under house arrest for a little bit. And then eventually that house arrest thing, like it ended. So he was able to travel places, go all about and things. And dude, that's what I'm saying. He's playing with serious fire because now he started beefing with a couple of Chicago rappers, and I think King Von and Lil Durk, and then he goes to Chicago and he goes to the area where Lil Durk's cousin was shot and killed, and then he's pretending like he's paying tribute and all that stuff. And I'm like, bro, look, beef with the rappers, say what you gotta say, but do not bring dead relatives involved. Don't do that. Like now you in some trouble. Now you in some trouble. Because I'm like, you on your own, bruh. Because I'm like, nah, if I was one of them guards, I'd been like, nah, you on your own. You out here beefing with Chicago people for what reason? I don't know. But yeah, I'm like, you on your own. I'd quit. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, you ain't gonna get me involved, get me shot and killed and stuff, fooling around with you. So anyway, so yeah, he goes to Chicago, does that. Then he goes to California, starts beefing with some guys out there. And literally everywhere he went, there was like people approaching him, calling him a rat, yelling at him and all that stuff. And he has like these big giant like 6 foot, 7 foot tall dudes and things walking around him, so you can barely even see him and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, bro, like, and now he just seems like he's chilling. He actually, that's like the recent news about 6ix9ine, is that his album sales had started declining. So I guess he came out with an album last week. And it went from like, it was going to sell like 100-something thousand like records or something like that. Now it's went down to like 30-something thousand. And yeah, it was he was getting laughed at. I mean, he's been silent about it, but yeah, that's like been the last thing. Oh, and then he was at this like this sneaker store in Los Angeles. It's called Cookies and Kicks. I'm trying to go there because I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get me some shoes. And if they're selling cookies on top, I'm like, they should sell milk. They should have like a little like refrigerator, have like, like them like McDonald's size like milk things. So yeah, they should definitely do that. What else, man? I'm saying like that's been the only thing that I've seen with him recently. But yeah, I'm like 6ix9ine. That dude, he's playing with some serious fire. But anyways, and then in other news, Tory Lanez. So I guess for those that don't know that situation with Tory Lanez, so Tory Lanez is a singer slash rapper, and I think he might have been talking to her. I don't know what their whole thing was, but I think he was romantically involved with a rapper named Megan Thee Stallion. So they're hanging out. It seems like they were having a good time. They posted a video and stuff. And I don't know. I can't really tell, but I'm like, it could have been true. I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, so Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, they're hanging out, posted a video and things. They seemed like they were cool. And then at some point in time that night, we just get a TMZ video of Megan Thee Stallion. Her foot's bleeding, and Tory Lanez is laid down on the ground. Literally, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows. So everybody is confused, and they're like, what's going on here? So anyways, days passed by, and then eventually it was brought to our attention that Megan Thee Stallion was shot. So, and that's what scared me, because they were all like, Megan Thee Stallion was shot multiple times, and you ain't telling the person where they got shot. I'm like, yo, this girl literally just started rapping like what, last year, or she just started blowing up last year. We don't need to lose no more rappers, because I'm saying throughout the year, throughout the like few years or couple of years, we've lost a lot of rappers, bro. I'm like, that from drug overdoses, gun violence. I'm telling you, man, it's just like, it's some stuff that we just don't need no more. But anyways, but no, then it came out and said that she was shot in her both of her feet, because that's why her feet was bleeding, because they were trying to say that she cut her glass on some foot in the car. Maybe that's what she originally had said, but then it came out that she was shot. And so yeah, so we were all trying to figure out who shot her, what happened, and there was 4 people in the car. So it was Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez bodyguard, and Megan Thee Stallion's friend. The bodyguard, Megan Thee Stallion's friend, and Megan Thee Stallion herself said that they did not shoot Megan Thee Stallion's feet. So it only was left up to Tory Lanez. And everybody, I'm telling you, Tory Lanez, he was facing major heat and major backlash for it. Because it's like, bro, what reason do you have to shoot her in her feet? Like, what's the problem? What's going on? Did she say something? Did she do something? Did she, like, cause some like violence towards you, and then it caused you to bleed and you were fearing for your life? Because that's what it was. I think that's why everybody was all like, oh yeah, dude was fearing for his life. But he's kind of a short person, so he's like, I think they say he's like 5'2", 5'3", or something like that. So he got like the Kevin Hart thing going on. No disrespect to Kevin Hart, but I'm just saying he comes from a short family. It happens. I come from a short family, so but I ain't gonna shoot somebody in the feet for making fun of my shortness. So I'm like, yeah, that's on them if they can't respect the shortness. But anyways, but we don't know what was going on. We don't know why he had shot her. So he wasn't coming out and saying anything. He's been silent the whole time and stuff, because this happened back in July, the end of July. So it's like he's been silent the whole time and things. They're all like, yo, what's happening? And so that's when it came out today that Tory Lanez, I guess, he was drunk. I guess there's I think it was either Megan Thee Stallion or somebody has said that Tory Lanez was very, very drunk, and that's why he shot her in the feet. Look, I have seen, there have probably been numerous people in this world that have been very, very drunk. They most likely own a gun or have a gun of some sorts. They have never, ever had shot somebody in the feet. So that's why I'm like, what could have happened other than you being drunk? What could have led up to you shooting her in her feet? Because she obviously said something. She obviously did something. So my thing is, like, what could have possibly happened? Because there's more. I feel like there's personally more to the story and stuff. So we will eventually find out. Tory Lanez will have to explain himself. And yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll definitely talk about it. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It would knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any gear from Vacilo, make sure you guys use my promo code TMossBoss, and it'll knock 10% off your next purchase. I also have an ad on my main channel that can take you directly to the website. Link will be in the description of that video. So yeah, if you just go to my main channel, it's like the preview video of my channel and things. And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and peace.